Hey, how's it going? This is Corner Bexley, Clay speaking. This is July 13th coming at you. This is my wife, Sarah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back.
Thanks for joining us. We're going to talk about some topics today, what we got going on for this summer, how summer plans going on. So, we want to say R.I.P. to Shelley Duvall, Dr. Ruth, and Mr. Simmons.
Yes, we lost the great exercise man himself, Richard Simmons. Obviously, Shelley Duvall. I'm sure she's been in lots of things. But...
I'm Shelley Duvall. This is Shelley Duvall. Shelley Duvall. This is Shelley Duvall. I remember the library, or they would play that kind of like stuff, or like that episodes series, and like...
Yeah, was it on PBS? I don't know. I never really watched that. All I know is The Shining is my favorite movie.
And Popeye.
It's my favorite movie of all time, and despite how people feel about her performance in The Shining, it is a classic. It's my favorite movie. I can watch it all year round. I've seen it so many times, and I always see something that I didn't see the other God knows how many times I've watched it. Mm-hmm. I always see something new in it. So rest in peace to Shelley Duvall. Dr. Ruth teaching us all about sex when we shouldn't have been learning about sex.
Never found out where the clitoris was.
Right.
It wasn't for you, Doc.
Right. So, she's out there doing the good work, doing the work of the Lord, helping out unsuspecting people with their sexual issues. And obviously, we just found out later today that Richard Simmons passed away. His birthday was yesterday, so I don't know how he spent his birthday. Obviously, it was his last, and I hope it was wonderful and special and peaceful and all of the things that he wanted it to be, because Richard Simmons made people happy.
Fitness.
Yeah, he was big into fitness.
My mom had his videos. I would watch them, and like the music, I want to take you to Funky Town, and just be jamming. And
so full of so much life, bubbly, just yelling, just at all of the things. Like, even if you weren't watching it, working out very hard, he made you feel special. And he always seemed like such an exuberant man. So R.I.P.
So excited and so much energy.
Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of fitness.
So much for fitness. But
how you doing, Clayton?
So I pulled a Cody Rhodes the other day. Went and loaded up the bar for squats for like 225.
Well, time out, sidebar. I don't mean to interrupt you. So if you don't know the Cody Rhodes, what he means by I pulled a Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, WWE wrestler, was in the gym. He says, I walked in flip-flops, had my coffee, no lid on it, saw another man across the gym, probably wasn't paying any attention to Cody, or maybe he recognized him and didn't really want to say anything to him. And Cody, thinking like, I'm a young man, I'm a fit guy, I can do this, did, a few little like light stretches, old man stretches, if you will, put like 220 on the rack, went to press it, didn't even get a chance to press it. He said it sounded like Velcro, tore his pectoral muscle. And if you did see the Hell in the Cell, the infamous Hell in the Cell between him and Seth Rollins, with that gigantic bruise on his pec, that is what Clayton means when he says, I pulled a Cody Rhodes. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
So, just a couple light arm stretches with the fitness when stretch bar. So other than that, I loaded it up, did my first set, free bar, no weights, just did that. That was my stretch, just grabbing the bar, free bar, and just did my 10 squats. Loaded up 225, did my to failure set. Perfect. waited some time, went back, went down, came up, and I was like, yo, that didn't feel right. Right in my quad. And, oh man, that was donezo for the day, pretty much. Went sauna, sat in that, but then managed to go out and play 9 holes of golf.
Of course, was hurt, but not so hurt that you couldn't play golf.
I love golf. It's my rec therapy. And you just never know who you meet. Like, you meet a strange, when I was playing at Kingsville, got paired up with a stranger, and, interesting, just playing with somebody else. Driving, the competition makes you play better, I think.
Meeting new people.
Yeah. And then going out with B today and playing at a Kingsmill, or not Kingsmill, but Three Sticks. But it's a good time. It's fun. I wonder what our viewers, if they do for fitness or...
Right.
So
if you do anything fun or cool, let us know.
Right. Just comment and on our what is that, YouTube channel?
Yeah, our YouTube channel. You can go in and leave a comment under the video about your fitness regimen, or if you too have a Cody Rhodes, I did a Cody Rhodes story, leave it down there too. Find it interesting.
Or so, and I don't know if you hear the little snoring man, little Louie.
Yeah,
got his little walk in today.
Little Lou Beans, just walking around.
Dominating the neighborhood.
Him just taking a little siesta, snoring his little heart out.
Yeah. So there's this new band. Well, it's not a new band. It's new to me because they've been around for years. And I just discovered them recently. Bought a couple of their t-shirts. Gwar. And so they got a show coming up in September in Cincinnati, Ohio, and trying to talk my wife into going. If we could get likes, views, anything, I'm sure she'll go, and we could do our experience about it. Come on, I need help, fans. I need anything, to get her to sway her to be like, sure, because I want to see. Like, if you don't know Gwar, or...
Let me preface this by saying I'm not a Gwar fan. I feel like I've seen them before, randomly in concert. Obviously, we are in the great state of Ohio. Ohio they actually have a lot of rock festivals. They have, Ink Incarceration, which used to be Ink in the Clink up in Mansfield, and they have one that I've been to several times. It's the Sonic Temple Festival. It used to be Rock on the Range. I've been to that a lot. I've seen a lot of great bands, and I feel like I've seen them there. I've also been to Louder Than Life, Over the Border in Louisville, Kentucky, but I feel like I've seen them before, but they're not my style of rock music. I don't know.
What's it called? Like theatric art or performance?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
But I think it would be a great experience because you go and then they do this like bloodbath of spraying from guitars and other orifices or parts of bodies, and I think it would be funny and just a great experience. I mean, if anybody's ever been to a show, I would love to hear your experience and what you thought about it and if you would recommend it, because I think it would just be a great experience to go to see.
And I'm over here like, no.
I don't want to get the icky on me.
I'm like, no. But in concert news, we will be going to see Sublime in August.
Excited.
I think it's, from what I hear, it's like their farewell. To me,
is it?
That's what I thought I saw.
Yeah.
Was like it's their farewell. It's Sublime with I don't know if Rome is there or if Bradley. If you don't know, the lead singer of Sublime's name is Bradley, and he passed away before their first album came out. But he had a son, and I think at Coachella, his son performed with the band, and it wasn't Sublime with Rome, but from what I hear, it's like their final hurrah, their last go-around. I've actually never seen Sublime, obviously because once Bradley passed away, kind of like Nirvana, they kind of stopped, but then they kind of, came back because it's like, people still like our music, so there might have been some confliction in there, but yeah, I hear it's like they're kind of their last go around at it, so I'm excited to see them.
Definitely.
Or what do I want to say, like the reincarnate of them, like, I've seen Alice in Chains, and everybody knows Alice in Chains is lead singer. Well, a lot of people in their band are dead, pretty much. I think there's maybe one original member left. I've seen, Stone Temple Pilots, but not Stone Temple Pilots with Scott Weiland, but I did get to see Scott Weiland in the Wild Abouts before the year before he passed away. I have seen Soundgarden before Chris passed away. I've seen Linkin Park before Chester passed away. So, it's always nice to see, like, the bands, you grow up on, or some of those bands are a little bit before me. I have seen, obviously, my favorite band, I've seen Red Hot Chili Peppers. John wasn't with them at that point in time, or back with them, but he is back now, and I'm hoping I get to see it with the, I guess, second reincarnate of the lineup. But it's always nice to see the bands you grow up on.
So I can't wait. I think it's at Kimbo Live they're having it.
I think so. Is that outdoors?
Yeah, they have indoor and outdoor, and I've been there to a Ted Nugent outdoor live concert.
That guy.
Yeah, that guy. I mean, he's got some good songs. So, but yeah, it's a nice outdoor place. It's definitely not like down in Cincinnati.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where the turf.
Riverbend.
Riverbend. They have turfs.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's like nice because if it rains, you don't have to sit in mud, and it's the luxury of
hopefully if
turf.
it is outdoors, it'll be nice and we can sit outside and jam, I guess.
Yeah, bring the peace pipe, pass it out.
I don't know about all that, but whatever.
Grab a couple tabs, drop it, hallucinate.
I don't think so.
Lose ourselves. Just kidding.
Smuggle in some Mary and Bruce Helties.
Yep.
Get kicked out.
We bought him here. Mary Bruce here. What are you talking about, officer?
Right.
Kimbo Live has rats. They have rats. We were in jail. We served together, Jimmy. You got one coming.
So we'll be doing that. Obviously, I think we said on a previous episode we will be going to SummerSlam.
SummerSlam in Cleveland, Ohio, where the sun always shines and we have a good time. So
that is August 3rd. We will be there. It should be exciting. It's at the Cleveland Browns Stadium. If their stadium has a name, I don't know it. I have been there before. We have been there before, though. So, hopefully, great weather, good time. It's my first wrestling event.
Same. Well, other than going to the Marion Coliseum and seeing...
like the amateur.
Like the guys that were at the top. Well, we're at the top, but they were like top guys, like Bruce the Beefcake when he was like the disciple or whatever. I seen him. I think I got a picture with him.
So hopefully it'll be a good time. Hopefully this will be the first of many. We're trying to decide whether we can finagle the bagel and get
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania tickets.
Las Vegas.
In Vegas.
We got
it'll be during 420. John Cena
retiring.
Was retiring.
Damn.
We'll talk about Money in the Bank here in a minute, but John Cena has called it.
Dunzo.
This is his last ride. This is his farewell. His,
last everything.
Right, and I think he said WrestleMania 41 will be his last. So it would be really cool to go out. I mean, it's Vegas, so it would be really cool to kind of go out there for a few days. We
got married in Vegas.
Yes, we did get married in Vegas.
Vegas wedding. I recommend it if you ever want to do something different.
Yes.
Yes,
let's sidebar into that. So, when I would tell people people would be like, oh, where are you getting married at? And I'd say Vegas. Immediately, the first thing they thought of the Elvis impersonator, the little white chapel, things like that. And yes, is that in Vegas? Absolutely. I don't know. I heard a rumor that they didn't do the whole Elvis impersonator thing because there was some kind of beef with the Elvis estate and the people that were doing impersonations. So I don't know about all that. But is that in there? Yes. Obviously it's Vegas. Vegas is very campy. But the
theater.
If there are I don't know if all casinos have this, but we got married at the Paris Hotel. There was a chapel. There's actually two chapels, a small one and a big one. And everything we picked a package, and then you pick which chapel you want to get married at. We picked the larger one because it was it's included in the package. It doesn't change the amount. We didn't pick the most expensive one. I think we picked the one in the middle. Our pictures.
I think it was.
Yeah, our pictures were included. Our flowers were included. Plus, Clayton's. I think it's called a boutonniere. I don't know. Don't ask. And then your best man and your maid of honor's flowers are also included. Like I said, the photos. You got 3 nights discounted. And they basically handled everything. We paid our deposit. When I booked it and booked the date and the time, we paid we put down our deposit, and then we didn't have to pay for the entire wedding in full until 30 days before the ceremony. So we booked it in, I want to say, December, and didn't have to pay in full until September because we got married in October. It was a wonderful experience. I think when people think about Vegas or even a destination wedding, obviously I can't speak to all destinations, but our destination wedding, I want to say we may have paid maybe $5,000.
Yeah, it was under that.
And
with tickets and everything.
For context, we're in our 30s. So it was kind of easy peasy lemon squeezy for us. Clayton bought a suit. We got it from Express. Shout out to Express. And their suits are absolutely beautiful. If you're a man or a woman and you've never gotten and you want business attire, but that's, I wouldn't say pricey, but not
it's affordable.
It's affordable and it looks really, 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 really nice and high class. Go check out Express. Their stuff was beautiful. The suit that Clayton got was absolutely beautiful. I got my dress at David's Bridal. I paid $300 for it. Both my parents contributed money, but I had money saved, so I basically just pocketed their money. Don't tell them that.
No.
My shoe, we got Clayton's shoes from Macy's. My shoes were actually my something old from my best friend's wedding that she got married basically 10 years before I did.
I never knew that.
Yeah, so my best friend, her wedding anniversary is actually a day before my wedding anniversary, and we're 10 years apart. So my something old were the heels that I wore in her wedding. So like everything was, she did my hair, I did my makeup, like it was, because we did go out of town, like I didn't have a whole lot of, the original plan was to have like 4 bridesmaids. We're going out of town. That's always not, feasible. So, I bought my mom a dress, and I bought my other really good best friend, Jessica. I bought her dress for just her saying like, hey, of course I want to come and see you get married. Everything was, we did our invites online through, there's so many wedding apps. They'll do like your invitations and stuff like that. You input the stuff, they print it and send it to you. You pick all your stuff. We didn't do save the dates because honestly, unless you're getting married like years or a year or more in advance, what am I sending you a save the date for? Like, I ordered our invitations, I want to say in December of 21. We got married in 22. I'm not sending save the dates. I just sent the invites out. If you could get a flight to Vegas, you got a flight to Vegas. So, I mean, altogether, like I said, I think we spent maybe like between, I would say like $4,800 to $5,000. It was simple. It was nice. It was beautiful. We had a great time. We went out a little early.
Something different because
weddings are expensive.
Yeah,
everyone.
It was like we're gonna pay that price and have like a bunch of people,
eating off of our dime and all that other stuff. And my thing was like, so we didn't do a reception. And it was kind of like you're in Vegas. So you've come out here, you've seen Clayton and I get married. If you've never been to Vegas, go explore Vegas. Yeah. If you've been to Vegas but you love it here, go explore Vegas. Don't feel obligated to follow us around because it's not going to hurt our feelings if you go and you do something else. So, yeah, it was a great time, but that was just a little sidebar. Wasn't in the script, but
and now you know how we got married and where we got married.
Right.
Shout out to Paris Hotel.
Yes, shout out to the Paris Hotel.
In Vegas.
It was great. It was beautiful there. I've never stayed at that hotel, but I always like to stay like in the middle of the strip, where everything is. I think if we go back, I wouldn't mind staying at like the Bellagio.
Yeah, I was thinking Cosmo.
Oh, the Cosmopolitan. Yeah, that's where we had breakfast that one morning.
But yeah, the breakfast was amazing. Biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, food was good.
Brunch. So also it's summertime, and along with summertime, you have the summer blockbuster movies.
Right.
So, Twister coming out.
Yes, Twister 2.
Is it Twister 2 or is it a reboot?
I thought it seemed like it was Twister 2. Like, it doesn't seem... I wonder if there's anything on Wikipedia. It doesn't seem like a reboot. It also doesn't seem like a prequel either. Like, I don't know if, like...
It's called Twisters.
So, okay.
It retired. So
it's a standalone sequel to the original Twister. Because I guess I'm just kind of like... When I saw the trailer, I was like, didn't we already lift Dorothy in the air and get the Doppler and all that other great stuff? Why are we doing this again? What is this? Are these his kids? What's going on?
Every 20 years you gotta like reboot it.
Right. So, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not that.
What else? The one movie I'm excited about, Deadpool and Wolverine. That everybody has been waiting for this movie. It looks funny.
That's what I'll say.
And then it's because he's wearing the outfit. Wolverine, he's finally wearing the outfit, the yellow outfit from the comics. Maybe he'll put the mask on, maybe he won't. I mean, I know some people are excited and just, the fans want it. Put the mask on, Hugh Jackman. Put it on. Put the mask on.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I thought the Deadpool movie was funny, but I'm not that emotionally invested in it to say yay or nay.
Yeah. But, I mean, Ryan, I'm just curious how it's gonna tie in, if it's gonna tie into, like, the other, Marvel movies, like Doctor Strange, the universe, because they got the TVA with Loki, and if that plays a part of it, so, because they're putting different, timelines, different universes, they're trying to make it work. But,
Right.
man, so, Olympics coming up.
Oh, we forgot one movie, The Crow.
Oh yeah, The Crow. That'd be interesting because it's got the Pennywise.
Yeah,
actor.
the Skarsgård.
Skarsgård. I say his name, I'm like Pokemon. You know, it just like
Skarsgård. I choose you.
Yeah. So every time it's bad because his brothers was a Generation Kill, and then his other brother was
The Vikings.
Yep, played Floki or something. I think
Yeah, the weird guy.
And then you got the dad that was Dune.
Oh.
Right?
Okay, sure. I don't know.
Yeah. So, comes from a very...
Wasn't the one brother in...
What's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
Yo, this...
Hold on. Okay, so shout out to...
Live your best life, bro. Sketch.
Yes, Sketch. Don't let motherfuckers bring you down, bro. Social, you did some shady shit. Who fucking hasn't done shady shit? Fuck everybody that is in that boy's comments or being
harassing him,
being mean to the point where he
jealous,
was going to
get him,
unalive himself.
Right?
That's fucking foul. That's
America.
Stupid. Like. And the guy that decided that he was going to express his journalistic integrity, get fucked, bro.
Sit sideways and spin.
Like, that's foul. Like, that is foul. That boy was not hurting anybody. He was not harassing anybody. He wasn't bullying or talking to girls underage or talking to boys underage. He wasn't doing anything creepy or weird. Now, y'all get on Beyonce's internet and support the creepy weird people that are doing shady stuff, but as soon as somebody outs somebody and they have to live in their truth, y'all are like, oh, I don't know if I can follow him anymore. Oh, are you mad, bro? You mad, Brads and Chads? That he's not attracted to you? Like, whatever, toss off, bro.
Yeah. Live your best life, bro.
Right.
Fuck the haters. They ain't got shit except for hate. Damn. Guy went down. We're watching the Canadian, and who was that?
Canada versus Uruguay. Canada versus Uruguay in the Copa America. What was I? Oh, isn't one of the brothers, wasn't one of his brothers in
True
Blood?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was in Generation Kill. He was originally going to be Thor in Marvel. And I was like, oh, he's a little scrawny. He's just a little guy. He just needs to hit that weight.
Am I going to see The Crow? Probably not.
Yeah.
Maybe when it comes out on television, I might.
When it comes on the streaming apps, you know, I'll catch it. But I ain't going.
Yeah,
movie theater.
Yeah.
I mean, when was the last time we've been to the movie theater? We keep talking about like, oh, we're going to go see
Super Mario Brothers, maybe?
Maybe. So, yeah. Man, I think like ever since COVID, it just kind of changed movie theater experience.
Right, it makes you feel like, you know what, I could just sit at home.
We got spoiled because what happened was they would, instead of releasing it in movie theater, they would just, oh, you have HBO Max, we're releasing it on this. Right. And, yo, man, I was addicted because I had HBO Max and I was just like, yeah. Watching it same day, and then now they're starting to go back to the movie theater and try to bring and build that up. Right, just
charge me $26 and let me rent it or whatever.
I mean, it's It is really nice to enjoy a movie at your house and home and be in the comfort.
Get your own popcorn.
Yeah, sit here in my flip flops and with my tummy out and my shorts, and just I might feel lazy and fat and be bummy.
Right. So we didn't talk about obviously the latest PLE. Back to wrestling talk. The latest PLE was Money in the Bank. That was in Canada. Tiffany Stratton won the briefcase.
Tiffany time.
It's Tiffany time. Won Money in the Bank for the women's. And Drew McIntyre won the briefcase for the men's. And I know in the grand scheme of things, this is a story and we're painting a picture. This is cinema. This is theatrics at its greatest, is
live
WWE wrestling.
Because they're doing it live.
But Drew, be a little more. I don't know if you're ever gonna hear this, Drew. Be a little more self-aware. Have a little more street smarts. Don't tell bitches your plans. Just hide in the cover of night like fucking Batman and pop out.
Yo, you need to be like Sting. Hide in the rafters with a baseball bat and then, rappel down and just boom. Baseball bat, kneecaps, go for the knees, baseball bat.
Be a little more street smart. Like, you gotta get, CM Punk is down and dirty. You gotta get down there in the mud with him. When they go low, we go to hell. That is what we are doing here, bro. Quit telling people the shit you're gonna do. Quit spouting off at the mouth.
Just take it.
Stay off fucking social media.
Take it, Drew. Take it. It's yours for the taking.
Don't be punching your boss either and getting yourself suspended.
Yeah.
Be more self-aware. That is all I'm saying. Be self-aware. So, he cashed in, failed. Damian and Seth.
Nice match.
Great match.
That was a little weird ending.
Weird botch at the pin. Counted out 3. Damian in kick. Ref called it 2. Basically screwed Seth because Seth had a gentleman's agreement with El Campeon, Damian Priest. Hey, if I win, you have to leave the Judgment Day. If you win, I will never challenge for the heavyweight championship as long as you are the champion. So it screwed Seth freaking Rollins, who was the inaugural champion of that belt. It kind of made the belt what it was. And
the visionary.
No offense to Damian, he's not really living up to, if Seth, it sucks. You gave that belt for the first time to somebody that is up here. Seth is up. He's the visionary. He's the revolutionary. He was once the architect. He is Seth freaking Rollins. He is everything. He makes it everything. Damian hasn't really, if anything, all it's made people do is question Damian more.
Has it?
Yes. He's had all these botches. Things aren't going his way. Can he stand alone without the help of the Judgment Day?
Clash of the Castle where he went over on the rope? Yeah. Oh, man, I thought his knee was gone.
I thought his knee, ankle, I thought he tore everything.
Yeah,
the ACL, the MCL, the LCL, every ligament in that bitch.
Yikes.
So, it's kind of made people, but at Raw on Monday, Damian basically said, fuck that gentleman's agreement. After SummerSlam, we'll go at it again. I want people to feel like I'm the champion and I deserve to be the champion for good reason. Damian. And
you got mommy back now.
Right.
Take the pressure off.
Rhea is back, which I'm happy about. That's another thing. I get, it's a storyline, but you've made Liv kind of look like a weak champion. And I don't think necessarily she is, or she should be considered a weak champion. But the way they've turned the storyline of, this Liv revenge tour, where she basically takes Rhea's title, her man, and her faction, has made Liv look weak. So it is what it is. We will see what shall happen at SummerSlam with Damien versus Gunther, the ring general.
The slaps. Slappity slap.
Yo,
chop chop.
I thought when he faced Dominic Mysterio, I was like, is Dom alive? Like, he chopped the shit out of that man.
Beating him.
Stop! He's down! He's down, Poppy! He's down!
You can't hurt him.
Don't kick him in the head! He's dead! So we'll see what happens with that. Obviously, we have, Cody battling the new looking Judgment Day, with the Tongas and Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa, which I still think
werewolf.
I still kind of think Jacob is out overshadowing
bro,
Solo.
Just a heat-seeking missile.
He just has it. The only thing I haven't seen him is do a promo. I haven't seen him work a mic. I don't know if we'll get to see that, considering Solo has crowned himself the new tribal chief. But Solo also doesn't work a mic very well either. So
see what happens.
Like I said in the past, I feel like Jacob has this bag of tricks, and Solo is out here like, I got my thumb, everybody. You guys see my thumb? My taped hand and thumb? I can do that. I got this part. Now, I can't jump on any of the ropes, and I don't know how to do any of the flips. And I can do a super kick, but I'm not great at that. And I am not really good at
Well, maybe that'd be his downfall, and,
Bro,
the reason why they...
Build your skills,
They come for him and overturn him,
Right.
They, Civil War.
Right.
We'll SummerSlam's going to be a good time.
I mean, obviously, I don't know if everybody sees it, but Randy's definitely going to turn on Cody.
Oh, yeah, the Viper's going to come
I hope
for
Cody
her.
sees it.
I wonder when it's going to be. I wonder if that's going to be a WrestleMania match.
Maybe. I guess it just
is that a
depends when the
WrestleMania?
final...
Or maybe that would be a Royal Rumble match.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that. I forgot the Royal Rumble. So I guess we'll just see. But we feel it. We know it. I mean, I feel like Randy's kind of on the backside of his career. He had that, I think, double fusion surgery on his back and all the other things. He still looks great, though. But, he definitely has wear and tear on his body. And so we'll see.
Super 5.
See what happens. See what happens with that.
So.
Football. Obviously, we mentioned that we're watching the Copa America with Canada versus Uruguay. I think this is the third place for the third place.
Is it?
People, yes.
Third place live.
Yeah, so it's the summer of soccer or football or footy, whatever you would like to call it. We have the Copa America going on. Tomorrow is the final, Argentina versus Colombia. And then you also have the Euro Cup with Spain versus England, the battle of the colonizers.
Yikes.
We will see. I guess I'm rooting for Spain. If you don't know, I do have colonizer blood in my body. So, I have Spanish roots. I have English roots too, but I have more Spanish roots than English roots. And then Argentina versus Colombia. I guess I don't really have any say. I guess maybe I would lean towards Colombia just because Argentina has Lionel Messi, and Messi is, a godsend and all.
Is he still playing?
Yeah.
Oh. I knew he was playing, in Miami, right? I didn't know he was, hey, I'm gonna...
So I guess we'll just see. I'll probably be tuned in, plugged into the TV, watching those. Good luck to all the teams.
If you haven't noticed, my wife is more of the sports, and I am more of the film comic guy.
Yeah.
I play sports.
Right. I think once we get to football, I feel like that's where Clayton will... I kind of watch all sports. I've been watching, Wimbledon. I've been watching, all of the Euro. I watch the NBA. I watch baseball, but I don't watch baseball until we get to like October, because baseball season is like 180 games, and that's ridiculous. Same thing with the NBA. I don't really start watching the NBA until we get to after the new year and college football is kind of over, because they also play like 90 some games. Of course, I always tune into like the big ones, like Christmas, there's always big games, but like once we get like closer to like we have who the finals are, and I think that's probably why they have that in-season tournament thing that they did this year in the NBA, because they were like, people aren't really watching because we play like 90 some games, and also we're competing with football, hockey, like the NBA short off season. They'll be back in
primetime TV shows.
They'll be back in like October, November, and we'll be like, didn't you guys just win a championship? What's going on here? I will say I do need to work on this. I haven't really been a big WNBA person. I know like it's spicy right now. And as somebody that played basketball and used to say as a little girl, like, oh, I'm going to play in the WNBA. And I've never watched a full game. I even had a WNBA ball when I was like 10, 12, and playing ball with my WNBA ball, and I've never watched.
Yeah.
I feel really bad about that, but I'm going to get it together. I'm going to do better, I promise. Yeah. Obviously, we have the 2024 Olympics coming up here soon in Paris. We'll be watching everything. Sports you've never even heard of before.
Water shooting.
Right.
Underwater sharpshooting.
Right. Everything. Every sport that
boat archery.
What is going on? Where's the United States in it? I'm rooting for them. So
get that gold medal.
Water polo.
USA. Painted face and everything.
Yeah, so super excited about that. So we talked about soccer, NBA news. Obviously, we talked about Bronny. He got drafted by the Lakers.
Be interesting to see.
Good for him.
So 3,000, I think, was the odds on him to score 25 points in any game this season. And someone's like, $83. Payout was like over $2,000. So,
I mean,
I thought about it. I was like, man, could he score 20? And then it's like, if he scored like or had 8 assists, there was like the odds were like 6,000. And I'm like, man, could he get it? Could he get 8 assists? Is that possible? In 80 some games. Doing the math like Rain Man, just.
All the numbers swirling around.
Yeah, I'm just like, is it possible? Could his dad just be like, yo, give me the rock, son, and just. Psh,
I am interested to see what the dynamic
Bronny
is.
The ball. Feed him the ball.
Because
he's just in the locker room. LeBron Sr.'s just, give him the ball. Give my son the ball.
Right. But I feel like LeBron doesn't like to lose, so,
Yeah, he's going to be like, yo, you're going to need to sit this one out. We're going to need to bring
So, Bronny's more of a, it says he's a point guard / shooting guard.
Yo, he went
so if he's a point
3
guard,
for
he's
17.
He's a 1 or a 2, so he's the 1 and 2 position. And then LeBron is what, a small forward or a power forward?
Maybe a power forward.
Let's see.
Looking up.
Right.
Jarvis.
Let's see. So LeBron is a small forward / power forward. So he's like, that's what it says, small forward / power forward. So he's the 3
and 4.
3 and the 4. Yes, because your 5 is your center. Mm-hmm. So I
remember that from elementary because I played the 4 and the 5.
I played the 5 until I stopped growing, and then my dad was like, "Yeah."
When they in the old,
let's
the
put you
hard
at the
times
point
of
guard position.
5th grade, you know, they were making the 4 guy.
So I guess if he's, I mean, I guess, I don't know. Maybe I should watch some of the summer league stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's playing because I know
Yeah,
they
he's
set
playing.
him. Well, I know they set him because of knee. He had some like
did he?
swelling on his knee a little bit, which is normal. That's normal, obviously. But I guess I'm curious to see, is he more of a true point, or is he more of a shooting guard? Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't think the Lakers are winning shit this year, or next year, so it doesn't really matter. Now, I might have to eat my words. We'll see what happens.
Yo, you're going to be eating your words because they're going to show out.
They're just
this
going to
year.
run the table, and Bronny's going to get a ring in his first year. No.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
But the other team in California, obviously California has, 4 teams? Lakers, no. They
Kings.
Lakers, Kings.
Clippers.
Shout out to the Kings. They got DeMar DeRozan. Lakers, Clippers, Kings, Warriors. Yes. So they have 4 teams. Why do they need 4 teams? I don't fucking know. That's stupid.
It's a big state.
Whatever. So, you know, it's the end of an era. It's the end of the Splash Bros. It's the end. It's so hard to say goodbye. Clay Thompson didn't get paid.
Gonna lose Clay's Mountain Dew.
So Clay has to take to his boat to other pastures and go to Dallas, which is very interesting because I heard LeBron was like, "Yay, Clay!" Da, 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 da. But I don't think he would probably. Clay was like, "I don't want to play with you and your son."
Swerve.
So Clay
Be part
Thompson
of that circus.
To the Dallas Mavs.
They'll have what?
Kyrie, Luka, and Clay.
Whoa,
and
maybe
I'm
be
like,
able to get it done.
So we have what, 3-point/shooting? Because to me, Kyrie is a true point guard. He's don't get me wrong, he's a great shooter, but he's a better facilitator. I don't know what Luka is. Luka is a European player. That's what I know. And European players play just a smidge different than
here in America.
Right. Okay, it says he's a shooting guard / point guard. I would say he's more shooting than point, and I would say Kyrie can do everything, but I would say Kyrie is more of a point than a shooting, even though he shoots great. He's great at everything. Like, really great at everything. And then we got Klay Thompson. I actually don't know what Klay's position is because I feel like the Warriors did so well with, like, playing off of him and Steph that... Okay, so he's listed as a shooting / small forward. So he's a 2 and a 3. Yeah, I mean, that could work. I mean, shooter's gonna shoot. Like, Clay isn't terrible. I mean,
run up the score.
I get it. Like, I feel like it probably sucks.
But who are they gonna have for
him.
Defense? Because
Isn't
that why they kind of got
They
beat?
have a small lineup, and they need to get some, like, bigs so that they can... be more facilitating on the inside. Like,
shut that shit down.
That's the thing, like...
Nobody's coming on the inside. Dominated.
I love Steph, and I love Clay, and I love everything that they did. Steph revolutionized the NBA. But he also weakened it a little bit because now everybody thinks like, oh, I gotta pull up from
at the YMCA. Every kid just pulling
up from the logo, and it's like that's great and dandy. That is wonderful. You like the amount of guys that think they're the next Steph Curry is wild to me. But it's like you got to be able to do a little bit of everything else because you're going to have nights where you're not shooting well or like, so you got to be able to facilitate. You got to have facilitators, and you got to be able to. Maybe you're not hitting the three, so maybe you move in and hit the jumper. You know,
skyhook it.
Not everybody can do a skyhook though.
Yeah. Alley-oop it.
It just, you gotta have bigs for that though. Like that's the thing, and that's the thing with the bigs. Like, you know, you have, you know, the Joker, who would be traditionally a center, but he's shooting a three. And yeah, like if you're a big guy, you should have a midi in there. You should be able to shoot a jumper. You should be a little more all around too. But
helps.
I don't know. But obviously, congratulations, I guess. Congratulations to Clay. I feel kind of bad for him because I know, like...
Kind of like Scottie Pippen when he stepped away from the Bulls, you know?
Right.
He's his own man.
I don't really want to see Klay Thompson in a Dallas Mavericks jersey. Like, that's going to look weird. It's going to feel weird.
He would have went to the Cavs.
I don't think people want to go necessarily to the Cavs. I think they just find themselves there. Or they're drafted there.
It just happens.
Right. Obviously,
you
congratulations
hear everybody say they want to go to Cleveland.
Donovan Mitchell, who got paid also, stay with the Cavs. Not that the Cavs are bad. I mean, they did really well this year. They just needed some more pieces. Obviously, Donovan
kind of
was banged up, and they got banged up kind of down the line. But, you know, they're a really good team, and I hope that they do well next year, too. Yeah. So
we went to the 76ers Cavs game this year. Awesome. Especially
we did do that.
Beautiful, awesome seats there.
Yeah, we had good seats.
Sitting, what was that, like right behind the backboard?
Yeah.
So when foul shots come, it was
screaming our little souls out. So obviously I got the countdown going on. I don't know what the countdown is, but if you are I'm gonna be a little sexist here. If you are a male of a certain age, or not of a certain age, but probably of a certain age, you are counting down the days to the NCAA college football video game.
Navy's going to the national championship. Clay Von Millizer taking them there. Coach Millizer, you come back to your alma mater, the Navy. Yeah, I was in the Marines, and now I'm here to coach these guys up and take them to the Navy. We're going to get some guys on the NIL deal, and then they're going to go do some service. And some of these guys are going to come and be Marines. Semper Fi, do or die. NCAA. Yo, LeBron James, how did he, we all know how did he, you know. It's LeBron James. Like, but a week early got the game, so. Right, so. What happens if he is like using like the old one, like the 09? Or the last, like the 2014, he's just like playing everybody. I feel like somebody
would have, I feel like they would have said that, you know, like, it's LeBron, so it wouldn't, you know, surprise me if they,
here you go, Mr. LeBron.
Sent him an
Mr. James
copy of the game.
Like, you know, anybody that has a contract with them.
Alright. Like, I'm excited. Obviously, like, I'm excited to see it. Like, I'm not a big...
Road to Glory.
I'm not a big sports video game player, but I do like to watch. And you can put it on simulation and watch games when there's not other games on. So, it comes out on July 19th, which is Clayton's birthday. And I've
36.
already told him that I would buy him the game. So he wants a physical copy and a downloaded copy. So I will be probably at Walmart that morning getting the game for him. Because I'm excited to see it too, obviously, you know.
It's 10 years almost.
Grand return to
11 years.
Video game lore. So, and I'm sure that if you have a husband or wife or a significant other that is big into, you know, Madden and all that other stuff, they will be glued to
everybody is counting it down.
Right.
One more week to go. Less than a week.
I'm excited to see it. I mean, I'm off on the 19th, so I'm sure we will be doing, that's a Friday, we'll be doing a lot of
probably
gaming.
Talk about it on our next podcast.
Yes.
So
rave reviews, see how it goes, see what everything looks like. Excited to see the graphics.
So can't wait. So
Yes.
Thanks for joining us on the corner of Bexley.
You guys have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you next week.